I think that the advantage that I have when I start early on, as early as preconception, is really being able to get to know these families and what's going on, and really sitting as a girlfriend and having these conversations and holding that space. It's a build up to get to them trusting me and opening up to me, and I don't expect it. Like, wham, bam, I'm just going to show up and you're going to be able to any of it. And we use those 10 months, and they have the opportunity over 10 months to use different techniques. And what I love about them learning over those 10 months how to get themselves in a positive mindset and what works for them, these are tools that they're going to take into motherhood. And that's what we're seeing in this next generation and bubble of moms that we work with now, and we see the effects of how they're raising their kids, is we're genuinely teaching them about their nervous system, about healing, about sitting with themselves, and tools. So I don't give them all one thing to do. It might be a vision board, or it might be journaling, or it might be meditation, or it might be guided meditations, or it might be coloring, it might be speaking in the mirror. They're all different ways to start uncovering and releasing, but them also understanding that that's a final release. The whole culmination is going to be at birth. And I don't lie to them. I tell them it's going to be hard work, and that out of amazing hard work comes the reward afterwards, and that it might be heightened sensations and even painful and confrontational, but it shouldn't be fearful, and you shouldn't be suffering. And that delineation between suffering and painful is really empowering, and shifts it from, I had a really hard birth and I'm effing superwoman. And I'll even try to take these like raw pictures of my moms when they're like, because like they see themselves afterwards, and it's super validating. It's like, I went there. Yes, I did that. And I'm like, and you know what? It's going to be harder when they throw a tantrum in Target.
Right.
Like, you need this resilience.
You need strength.
You need this
Motherhood
strength.
Is no joke.
Motherhood's going to be a whole journey, and it's just the beginning. You're just opening that door when that portal and you walk through into motherhood.
So true.
But that's also why second babies, it's not the same thing. That first experience is sometimes so much more profound. Because there's so much to work through. And then that second one, we don't have as much fear because there isn't as much unknown. We can have that mind-body connection so much more. Plus, of course, there's the muscle memory that happens afterwards. But it's so empowering. And I have to also say, sometimes it's my second moms that are like, okay, wait a second, I get it. I need the pelvic floor therapy. I deserve all the ways of self-care that are going to have me thrive through this experience, because me thriving is my children thriving and my family thriving.
When we talk about how many measures we'll go through to make sure our kids are well, that they're comfortable, that they're fed, that they're sleeping, like, we will climb mountains. We will blow down walls for our kids. So to bring that back and say, your baby is swimming in the waters of your body's chemicals your entire pregnancy. It's easy to understand that if I were to take cocaine while I had my baby in my belly, you'd be like, oh, you're sharing that drug. But if I'm just thinking terrifying thoughts of an impending delivery, my body is creating a chemical cocktail, and it's going through the entire thing.
Well, and they're in water, and that's why I use the example, and sometimes it seems really woo-woo when I pull out a tuning fork, but when they understand and they actually experience it, and then I say, okay, the way that you shifted from sympathetic to parasympathetic, which means from fight or flight to rest and restore, and you could feel exactly what you're talking about as you're working on them, and their vagus nerve can just unravel. That shift magically, it's like, now let's take a moment when I tell you you should just start with 3 minutes of meditation and put a hand on your heart and a hand on your womb, and maybe it's hum and sing and feel the vibrations, and know that your baby's in water and what a carrier frequency it is. and understanding they're not thinking thoughts. They don't understand anything.
Right, yeah.
They're, with every cell in their bodies, their energy and frequency. So it matters so much more our state of being when we're pregnant, because that's really all there is for them.